glad to have you with us from Kroger Field. Ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the NC State Wolfpack and the Kentucky Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. The Wildcats head coach told me before the game, he told me this is a crucial game to stay focused. He understands coming into this loud and crazy environment against a team that is not ranked in the top 25 could be easy to overlook. But he's shown his players tape all week, and he said, we have to understand every play matters. We cannot look ahead to next week, or this week will be a disaster. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. So NC State's headed toward the football to break the seal on this 2027 season. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. There he goes. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup, but the defense, Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
He'll keep it on second down. Got the first down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the deep
snags it and he's open. The 30. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And right away early in this game, first drive, you're seeing the big storyline here. It's this quarterback's speed versus the defense and who's going to win the day. And I love the tone the defense is setting here. They knew coming in they were going to have to find a way to corral this guy.
And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
How about this defense coming out the gates? First drive, getting to the quarterback. They wanted to affect the quarterback, make him feel uncomfortable. Already 2 sacks on this first drive.
Tight end now in motion. On third and forever, let's test his arm strength. Setting up the screen. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, third and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these third downs.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking for space. It's Jackson. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. Let's talk for a second about NC State. What does the top 5 ranking mean for week 1? Optimism, hope, maybe, David, an excuse for the other team's fans to rush the field if they knock you off.
Well, it means, first of all, absolutely nothing because preseason...
Caught, and he's got room. Finally corral, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And that play works because the QB did an unbelievable job. He's going through his progressions. He's sitting in the pocket, and he sees, man, a lot of space out to his right. I get the ball to my playmaker, and he does the rest. This is what's so fun about him. He's going to make the catch. He's going to make people miss, use his speed to make big plays.
Turning it on. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big first down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
And they got a chance to respond, and the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're
moves the pocket. It's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Terry. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
They'll try to get the first through the air. And the missed connection on third down.
third and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive. And I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
This is a makeable field goal distance, but this offense is thinking touchdowns. They'll go for it on fourth. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He's got it. First down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
Nah, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need sixes.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big-body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with fourth and goal. Now the Wildcats call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They've converted on fourth down once, but here's the big one. Fourth and goal. Out wide right, it's Edwards. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss.
Number 96, set to kick this one away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. One final play before the end of the quarter. Drops back on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game. They're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
Rush right in his face. And they got it. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
That ball worse, I guess, but not much. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Got it behind the line. It's Edwards. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Guys, let's talk a little bit about NC State. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. Just couldn't get away from the tackle.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Got it! And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. NC State will line up with a first and goal. He is denied, and it'll be second and goal. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. This quarterback part of their running game. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
Oh, he missed it. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Number 96, set to kick off.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Throws to the tight end. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Caught at the 45 on his way. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Got a man, it's Miller. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Sends it back in motion. Fresh set of downs going up top. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Second down, going to throw it. Oh, pressure's coming. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter. Plows through the defense. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down decision.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They've finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Kick is in the air. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Looking for a crease. Gets it out to the 16-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball. Our guy is the focal point, but this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And we talk to teams week after week, and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Terry. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. NC State quick to the line. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Long way to go on second down. Running behind that left side. Fights off a defender. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Fake and wants to throw. Rolls right. Rolling, throwing, looking right. It's caught. And what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sidelines.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
Pulls it. Now the pitch. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Absolute shank. Missed it. After the missed field goal, this lead still sitting at 13. Just enough time for one final play in this half. On the direct snap, it's Baxter. Last-ditch effort to get points before the half. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the South Alabama Jaguars. And it's the Buckeyes looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Back to pass, it's Bailey. Catch in the middle, it's Terry. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup. 3rd and short now from their own 48. Hits the hole. It's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Number 25 with the carry.
Here comes the 2-point try. Quarterback keeps it. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man is brought down, but there is a penalty flag on the play. And if I were a betting man, and sometimes I am, I'd say they're going to throw it in reverse. And it'll be first down for this offense after the personal foul. Fresh setter downs going to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That is not helpful at all as the ball goes out of bounds right around the 35-yard line, and what great field position to start. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Misses badly on.
Ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Burrowing for yardage. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Direct snap. It's Baxter. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. They get to him as he throws. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, they're trailing by a lot of points right now, and the problem is there's usually only one way to get back into it, and that means throwing the ball, and the defense knows it. And that's why they're pinning their ears back. They're dialing up blitzes. Guys are just rushing upfield, and they're finding it easier to get to the quarterback. They've got a few sacks already in this game. It's going to be even easier at this point because this offense has just dug themselves into such a big hole.
The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for the...
Touchdown, Wolfpack! Into the end zone with a breakaway score. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here comes the heat. Looking long. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Hey, man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
And that's a really fun toy to have. When you can go 5 wide and use your running back, man, and make them have to cover him with a bigger body, a guy that he's faster than, but a guy that can now run routes. And you see these running backs, man, they've developed so well in their route running. Nice route, on the same page with this quarterback. They have a nice connection right there.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Wildcats are marching down the field. Wants to throw one first. That's reeled in. It's Miller. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Kentucky back at it with a fresh set of downs. Drops back on first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. He's got it. And he will score! Touchdown, Wildcats! How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. They'll run it with Baxter. He's into the end zone for the 2, and they get a little bit closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place. And that time, they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And this offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Rashida Downs going up top. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Robinson. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Second down to the air. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches? Who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody?
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. To throw, it's Bailey. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, NC State! Makes the catch, plenty of room, feet down in the end zone.
And I just love what I'm seeing from this team. Like, going on the road, game one, where you're still figuring out who you are and what you do well. Another scoring drive by this offense. Looks like they're going to get the dub in a hostile environment to start the season.
Number 96, set to kick off.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Out wide left, it's Baxter. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
It's been that kind of day for this offense. They just simply have not been able to execute. They haven't been able to put points up on the board because of plays like that, because of drops.
Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He turns that loose down the right side. Into double coverage, and he picked it off.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Lofts one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On the return. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Off play action. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over.
Ready, go!
Snapped it, and he has to have it. He is stopped short of the line to gain. The 4th down try goes awry, and that might just do it.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. NC State needs to take advantage of this red zone trip.
Magic. Win.
Fresh setter downs going to the air. Left side, it's Jackson. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the run from inside his own 5. Stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Baxter. There he goes. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.